You ever notice how some birthdays feel like a public holiday with everyone coming together, laughter echoing through the house and the air buzzing with excitement? The kind where you wake up to the smell of pancakes, the sound of people singing, and a mountain of presents waiting for you. Those are the birthdays you see in movies, the ones you remember forever. But then there are other birthdays, the ones that just slip by almost like any other day. Maybe there's a cake, maybe there isn't. Maybe someone remembers, maybe they don't. Sometimes it feels like the world just keeps spinning, and your special day is just another page on the calendar. That's how it's always been for me. My birthdays have always been quiet, almost invisible. I'd sit by the window, watching the world go by, wondering if anyone would remember this year. Every year, my little brother gets balloons, a cake, and a crowd singing just for him. The house fills with laughter. The table overflows with food, and everyone is there celebrating him. The living room is packed, the candles are lit, and the song rings out loud and clear. My brother's face lights up as he blows out the candles, surrounded by friends and family. But when it comes to my birthday, suddenly everyone's too busy. There's always something else going on. A meeting, a trip, a last-minute emergency. My phone stays silent, except for the occasional missed call that never turns into a conversation. The chairs around the table stay empty, and the days leading up to my birthday are just crossed out, one after another. It's like my day doesn't matter as much. I used to wake up excited, thinking, maybe this year they'll remember. I'd plan out my day in my head, imagining the surprises, the hugs, the laughter. I'd tell myself, this year will be different. But the day would roll on, and nothing, not even a candle. The hours would pass and the excitement would slowly fade away, replaced by a quiet ache. I'd watch my brother tearing through presents, his face lighting up with every new toy, every new game. The room would be filled with wrapping paper and laughter, and I'd sit in the corner pretending it didn't bother me. I'd smile, pretending it didn't hurt. I'd clap along, sing the song, and tell myself it was okay. But deep down, I wished someone would remember me too. I'd sit quietly, hands folded in my lap, holding on to the hope that maybe, just maybe, someone would walk in with a card, a cupcake, or even just a hug. But most years, it was just me and my thoughts. I'd ask Mom, why can't we have a party for me? I'd watch her face, searching for an answer that would make sense. She'd say, oh, love, money's tight this month. She'd look at the bills, her eyes tired, and I'd nod, pretending to understand. I knew things were hard, but it still hurt. Or Dad would say, we'll make it up to you next year, promise. He'd ruffle my hair, give me a smile, and I'd try to believe him. But next year never came. The promises faded, and the years blended together, each birthday just like the last. So I started making my own little celebrations. I'd sneak into the kitchen, grab a cupcake, and find a candle. I'd set up a tiny party for one, just me and my imagination. I'd light the candle, close my eyes, and whisper happy birthday to myself. It wasn't much, but it was something. It was my way of saying I matter, even if no one else remembers. It wasn't about the gifts or the party. It was about being seen, about feeling like I belonged, even if it was just for a moment. I'd look at myself in the mirror and remind myself that I was worth celebrating, even if no one else said it out loud. If you've ever felt invisible, I get it. I know what it's like to feel like you're on the outside looking in, wishing someone would notice you. But I want you to know, you matter. Your feelings are real and your day is important, even if it feels like no one else sees it. Even if it's just you, a cupcake, and a wish, your birthday is still special. You deserve to celebrate yourself, to make a wish, and to believe that good things are coming. Your day is worth celebrating. Every year, every time. You are worth the confetti, the cake, and the song. So happy birthday to you and to me. To everyone who's ever felt forgotten, this is our moment. Let's celebrate ourselves, even if it's in small ways. And next time, I hope someone remembers. But even if they don't, I hope you remember yourself. I hope you find a way to make your day special, no matter what. Over time, I started leaving little reminders for myself. A note in my journal, a card pinned to my wall. I realized that I could be my own best friend, my own biggest supporter. I learned to bake my own cupcakes, decorate them with sprinkles, and sing my own birthday song. It became a tradition, a way to honor myself and the journey I've been on. One year, I decided to reach out to a friend. I called her up and said, "Hey, it's my birthday. Want to come over for cupcakes?" She showed up with a smile and a homemade card, and for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel alone. We laughed, shared stories, and made new memories. It wasn't a big party, but it was perfect. I realized that sometimes you have to take the first step to let people in and let them celebrate you. The next year, a few more friends joined. The table grew a little fuller, the laughter a little louder. My birthday started to feel like a celebration again. Not because of the gifts or the decorations, but because I was surrounded by people who cared. I learned that it's okay to ask for what you need, to let people know you want to be celebrated. It's okay to make your own happiness, to create your own traditions. And then, one year, something changed. On the morning of my birthday, I woke up to the sound of laughter and the smell of pancakes, just like in the movies. I walked into the living room to find my family and friends waiting, the room filled with decorations, balloons, and a big cake with my name on it. For the first time, I felt truly seen. Everyone was there, my parents, my brother, my friends, singing, clapping, and celebrating me. The hugs were real, the smiles were genuine, and the love in the room was overwhelming. We took photos, shared stories, and laughed until our sides hurt. It wasn't just a birthday. It was a reminder that hope is real, and that sometimes the love you give to yourself comes back to you in the most beautiful ways. As I closed my eyes to make a wish, I realized I didn't need to wish for someone to remember me anymore. I was surrounded by people who cared, and I finally felt the joy I'd always hoped for. So if you're still waiting for your happy ending, don't give up. Keep celebrating yourself, keep reaching out, and keep believing that good things are possible. Because sometimes the birthday you never had turns into the one you'll never forget. Here's to hope, to joy, and to the magic of being remembered. Happy birthday to you, to me, and to all of us. May your story end with love, laughter, and the happiness you deserve.